in the barren plains of Jericho, a young commander, just recently appointed to the position, once bowed in the pale dust on the eve of a great battle. It all happened thousands of years ago, but you can almost see it in your mind's eye, right? Let's set the scene. After 40 years of wandering the desert, a fledgling nation of former slaves finally stands on the edge of the promised land, about to enter. The generation who left Egypt in the Exodus all perished in the burning wilderness in line with God's decree following the sin of the spies. Even Moses, God's faithful leader who spoke to God face to face as a man speaks to a friend, died without stepping into the promise. But it's a new day, a new generation, a new leader, and God has some new instructions. Now, therefore, arise, go over this Jordan, you and all the people, to the land which I am giving to them, the children of Israel. Every place that the sole of your foot will tread upon, I have given to you. The Lord tells Joshua, as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not leave you nor forsake you. Be strong and of good courage. And so, 4 decades after Israel set out on a 10-day journey, they finally crossed the Jordan River into the Promised Land in such a miraculous way that nobody could doubt God's presence with them. But now that they finally set foot in the land of their promise, a mammoth task awaits them: conquering the land. And first up on Israel's conquest of Canaan is Jericho, a city of critical strategic importance. Due to its location, conquering Canaan meant conquering Jericho first. There was just no way around it, or coming back and taking care of it later. Jericho had to fall first. But Jericho would also prove a very tough nut to crack due to its famously vast, towering walls enclosing the city within. So, would conquering Jericho mean months of siege? Or would the armies of Israel slam through the heavy fortified gate to fight their way inside? Or maybe there was some secret passage that would lead them past those walls and bringing the fight inside instead of attacking from without. Maybe these were the questions running through Joshua's mind as he was out wandering the plains near Jericho when he came across a man with his sword drawn in his hand, seemingly ready for battle. And Joshua's response to the sighting is to ask this man, "Are you for us or for our adversaries?" And considering the setting, this is the obvious question to ask. Joshua and the armies of Israel are preparing for the battle. The armies of Jericho are preparing for the battle. So when you come across an unknown warrior ready for battle, the obvious question is, are you on our side or on their side? Are you for us or for them? But this question actually goes much deeper than the Battle of Jericho. Joshua's query reveals an innate human tendency. Even though we love God and want to please Him, every now and then we forget our place and our role as mere mortals in service of the King of Kings. In those moments, we make our own plans. Some of it might even entail things we want to do and achieve for Him. And then, once we firmly set our sights on the desired outcome and we've plotted the course for getting there, we pause and we ask God for His help to open the doors and give us the favors so that we can achieve what we planned. And in those moments, we make ourselves the center of our universe, the star of the show, with God ultimately playing the role of almighty standby or supernatural sidekick in our service to do the miracles we need to fulfill our plans in our way. And sometimes we forget, sometimes without realizing it, that He is the divine author, the one writing a story that spans generations and millennia. But the plan and the story, those are His. We are with Him. We are on His side, not so much the other way around. And that's what the commander of the Lord's armies answered Joshua. I'm not on your side or on their side. You are on my side. I'm not here to help you fulfill your plan. You are here to help me fulfill mine. This is all about my purpose and what I've come to fulfill on earth. Now, I want you to notice Joshua's reaction to this revelation. He didn't argue or offer his suggestions, no. Joshua fell on his face to the earth and worshipped, asking, "What does my Lord say to his servant?" In other words, Lord, yes, you are the author of this plan, not me. I'm here to play the role you have for me. I'm here to do as you will. Joshua's response is critical. It's a defining moment in his life. The commander of the armies of Israel bowed his knee before the commander of the angel armies of heaven. He laid aside any plans and strategies he might have had and followed God's plan step by step to the last detail. And it's then and only then that Joshua gets his marching orders from the Lord. And what marching orders they were. It wasn't might that toppled the walls of Jericho. There was no siege, no battering ram, or smart human strategy. What won the victory was obedience, humility, and submission. And that same truth still stands for us today. The battles we face may not look like Jericho, but they're just as real. Each of us faces challenges, uncertainties, and dreams that require faith. Yet victory doesn't come through our own strength, cleverness, or strategy. It comes when we bow low before the commander of heaven's armies and say, like Joshua did, "Lord, what do you want your servant to do?" When we surrender our plans for his purpose, he fights the battles. He brings the victory. And the walls that seemed so impossible to move, they begin to crumble, not by might, nor by power, but by his Spirit. So today, whatever Jericho stands before you, remember, the question isn't whether God is on your side. The real question is, are you on his side?
If this teaching blessed you, help us pass the blessing on. Ignite the Truth is brought to life through the generous support of Christians around the world. Partner with us, share it widely, and get ready. Another teaching from Israel is coming your way next week.